And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Chinese Grand Prix sprint qualification. I'm accompanied by Kevin Kwarstein in the booth. Hello.
Hello, indeed. I am very excited again to be here for this sprint qualifying.
And as you've probably noticed, if you wondered when when you sat down in front of your TV or your laptop screen, why the quali hadn't started yet, we've had quite a lot of technical issues around here. Sometimes this place reserves us unexpected happenings, and yeah, indeed, we had a lot of issues going around in the race direction side, actually in their crew cabin. We don't quite know the cause yet, but we know that it's fixed, and we're ready to go for the sprint quali one.
Yeah, we shall see what happens. It's gonna be an interesting one. A lot of unknown into this sprint quali, because we are starting with the medium tire, not with the soft tire, because in sprint quali it's restricted to medium tires on the first two sessions.
Yes, mandatory compounds for these first two quali sessions. Also, good to mention for those who aren't quite used to the tire allocation, it's slightly different for sprint weekends, as there are essentially two less sets of soft tires available, but one more for mediums and one more for hards, as there would typically be in a non-sprint weekend, which brings the allocation to 6, 4, and 3 respectively. That's also something to think about, as it's very likely, especially on a track like this one, where tire wear can be extreme when it's hot like today. It's about 30 degrees right now, and we're fortunate we have airco in the cabin. To be honest, because humidity is also quite a factor around here.
And we have our
And we have a
first
yellow
red
flag
flag.
already. Not a red flag, a yellow.
No,
And
it's
Jason Roy.
Yeah, Jason Roy.
Now we're down at turn 9.
Cold tires and too early on the throttle.
Pretty powerless to do anything.
I don't know why he spun over there. Was he already? Was not on the hot lap yet, so.
Now we got their first hot lap. So Cortico is the first one to start their hot lapping.
A bit similar to Melbourne, where he was among the first to go out. And this very famous Sector 1 with the sector that is sometimes nicknamed as the snail. Or the lollipop, it depends. I've heard various names for those first 4 corners that double or triple apex right turn, the most famous place on this track, and maybe even the whole calendar almost. It goes down with turns like Eau Rouge in Spa, or a few others. It's very, very famous places. Turn 1 in Austin, Kota. Sector 1 has been pretty good for Kevu. And we're now getting onto this longest straight of the circuit. It's not the home straight like other tracks. This one's by far the longest. And as you can imagine, there will be all the traffic. That's pretty unlucky. I don't know if he lost that much time because he was in a braking zone anyway, but he's getting dirty at this last corner, and I believe this is not it's not very good. I don't think so. We will see, but I believe other drivers will be able to be much faster than that, and we're gonna have a benchmark with what was the race-winning car last week in Melbourne, but after the 5-second penalty, Liam Delacruz actually ranked second. And now it looks like Kevin's Sector 3 wasn't affected too much by the traffic, and so far so good. He's safe. Michael Zwart, poleman from Melbourne, is keeps his qualifying form here. He's loving the one-lap effort so far. Keisner also safe with his time. Nathaniel takes the lead now with a 32.6.
Yeah, but we have to remember that it's the first runs of the session. We will have the second runs too. So yeah, everything is crucial on the first runs.
Indeed, most drivers are gonna come back to the pit lane and probably go out with the same set of mediums, because I don't think the degradation justifies changing tires. Maybe for those who are in danger, of course they might, but
Lucas Wright might be in danger. Yeah, he is in
maybe
danger.
let's have a
And Ignacio and Liam de la Grasse. So we have 3 big names in the danger zone.
Indeed, I had I was able to walk through the paddock this morning, and something that I heard was almost unanimously Ferrari had issues with top speed in Melbourne. It wasn't getting better in free practice yesterday, so around this track, the whole sector 3 and of course the home straight, the straight line speed is very important, and if they struggle with that this weekend, they might not have the same good results as they had in Melbourne.
Yeah, indeed, and already second runs. Quarter Kevo is the first one again to come out. We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. So right now in danger zone is Liam de la Grasse. The Alpine driver, I don't actually how to pronounce his name, but who is 18th?
Bayer.
Bayer.
Big Bayer.
Okay. Then Ignacio, Lucas Wright and Sam Fact.
But they all have a second attempt. There's plenty of time to do another hot lap.
As we see the last drivers coming to the pits and bringing in the fuel loads, the lowest fuel loads they can run on this track.
And Kevu, who is already on his second outlap, will have a completely clear track unless he gets in the way of cars that actually come out of the pit lane when he starts his flying lap. So might have been a tiny bit too early, and as we can see, he's slowing down. He's making sure that at least some cars get out of the pit lane before he comes on his flying lap.
He is not the only one. Michael Swart is behind him on the same straight, and everyone is now coming out of the pits. So this lap might be crucial for Kevo.
Kevo might actually be in issues, and Michael Swart is, I believe, in a much better timing.
Yeah, now everyone is coming out to the pits. Let's see what happens. He's going to the main straight. We can see people coming out of the pits.
Well, this track is pretty wide. It's definitely not the narrowest of the season. It's one of the widest actually in some points, but
yeah, we see
he's
people.
Gonna have trouble. And even Michael Swart, to be honest.
Yeah, these two will have problems on this lap on theirs. So can Kevo improve? No, the same sector time. He did already.
But it's not here that he lost time. He lost maybe a little bit on sector 2 and 3.
We'll see. Can he actually improve this lap time?
trajectory so far looking pretty clean.
No, he locked up.
Oh, he locked up!
He locked up.
And that's a yellow flag right there. Might actually affect Michael Swart's time because...
And that's it. He's not going. Yeah, that's it. That's his lap time done. He has slowed down. So Michael Swart,
And
28.0, second sector. Michael Swart is still going.
And Michael Swart actually wasn't affected and was a little bit... well, he was far enough behind to maybe not see the incident. And he's able to overtake some traffic in the straight line here.
Let's hope he doesn't get traffic. So far,
So good.
He gets a slip
Maybe a tiny bit of dirt here.
Let's see what he can do. He's 9th right now. He improves his lap to P7. So
That's,
we now have to look
point,
at the final guys that are in the drop zone. Liam Delagras, last race winner, but yeah, lost his win because of a 5-second penalty.
And Weissel and his teammate is already safe, so might actually be a first good sign for Ferrari that the straight top speed isn't that terrible, or that they compensate in the slow sector too.
Ignacio
Wonderful
with the
images right here.
23.9 on first sector, Liam Delagras 24.1, Lucas Wright with 24.1 and Liam Delagras with 24.0, Sam Fack 24.2. So the first sector times are basically a little, very little difference between them.
Yeah, Ureta, who started P2 last Sunday, but his race went just downhill from there. He still managed to salvage some points, so that's the main thing. But I guess he will have a desire to revenge this week.
As we see here, Liam Delagras with 28.1, Ignacio with 28.1, Lucas Wright with 28.3, and Sam Fact as 28.1, the second sector. Now we will see what the third sector can do to the top speeds of the cars. Can we see difference? Now everyone is coming across the line. Ignacio P14. This might be very crucial for them, as we got a very good angle. Liam Delagras with third. Ignacio is in the danger. Can Sam Fact knock him out of the sprint qual? Yes, he can. Ignacio is knocked out of the sprint qualifying.
Unfortunately, it's sprint quali because imagine if the same scenario repeats.
Springfield is out. Lucas Wright might be in danger.
But Springfield still has a flying lap that she's improving, so she might
Yeah,
actually
and
improve
Lucas
on time,
Wright
and
is
that's
out.
the case.
And Lucas Wright is out of sprint
Lucas
qualifying.
Wright's gonna start the sprint from at least 16th position. That's a big shock right here. And we said last week in Melbourne that rain could shake up everything in quali, but we don't even need rain. We just need a racetrack for it to be shaken up. And Lucas Wright, the reigning champion, is out in SQ1.
Can we just say, Quartergevo with the 2 mistakes on both runs is still in SQ2. He's still in.
The survivor.
He survived.
And Josh Nathaniel, 3 milliseconds ahead of De La Cruz. Springfield, who actually renamed.
actually improved his lap now. He is second.
Oh, wow. Bison.
So yeah, Ferrari showing pace again this weekend.
So Ferrari having maybe issues with top speed, but they're actually maybe better in corners than most teams, and that could be the difference right here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in SQ2 as we get to it. So yeah, our first cars out then. We have Lucas Wright and this We have Lucas Wright, Ignacio Retta, Jason Roy, Aaron Egan, and Nick Bayer.
And Aaron Eigen, who finished on the podium after Afonso Caixinho's disqualification.
Yeah, we will see. But yeah, let's get to SQ2 and let's see what happens next.
15 drivers remain, and we have already seen a couple shocking events, including Ureta and Wright's elimination.
And everyone is already trying to get out to get their first laps in, because red flag can be a crucial part here. So yeah, everyone is rushing out to the track on the first half, because we have only 10 minutes for SQ2.
And that leaves a very little amount of time in case an incident happens to actually pit and get back on the track. So, indeed.
As we wait.
So for those who missed last week's events, Caixinho actually finished third in the Grand Prix, but later on, as the car inspection took place, the FIA found a gearbox non-compliance and investigated further. It actually was confirmed later on, and both Haas cars were disqualified from the Australian Grand Prix. And as a consequence, there was a little bit of a change done on the Haas side ahead of this weekend. So question marks about their performance for this week.
Yes, there is. We will see. Hopefully they won't get disqualified again, because it's so crucial for that podium. They lost the podium with Afonso.
Cameras on Jack Teff at the moment on the Williams, who went through a pretty timid first weekend in Melbourne, and he's definitely looking to show up on this Saturday. De La Cruz with a nice sector 1. I believe where the Ferraris might make the difference is definitely sector 2. And they might have some struggles in sector 3. But so far, they're doing pretty nicely.
As we see the on-board of Jack Deff now on the camera view that we don't usually see on the TV.
You can see cars are flying in this back straight. They can reach with DRS about 330, 335, no problem. This last corner is so difficult.
Yeah, his lap time is a 132.6. So now 132.5 from Liam De La Grasse. So Michael Swart is now 5th. Quarter Kevo with the 132.4. Did they found
Beautiful
something
lap
on the car? Did they change something on the car?
And Belacic, who was very discreet so far, shows up at the right time.
Yeah.
Lei with the McLaren with a 32.2.
But actually,
track is getting faster and faster.
But actually now we have Swart.
Michael Swart and
who is 13th and is in the danger zone. Väisänen too. And again, as we see, Sam Fact is again on the danger zone.
the championship leader, currently 13th of this session.
We will see Natalia is in the danger too. So the knockout zone could be 132.8. As we now wait for the cars to reach the pit lane again. We have 5 minutes remaining on this SQ2 session.
And I believe we might even have the cut line around 32.5 or maybe 32.6. I believe Springfield, Daniel and Riley Swenson are not safe at the moment. But good news for Haas is that they actually have performance. I don't know what the infringement with the gearbox was, but it might not have been an infringement that gave them a huge performance advantage because they're showing up today. 4 minutes remaining in this session. All cars are heading towards the pit lane, and we can see they are not hurrying because they probably want to save a bit of this medium tire set. Cameras on the beautiful Ferrari from Weissenen. And some fact that Sarah Springfield almost collided when entering the pits. That would have been a TikTok moment if it had happened.
Yeah, now we have 3 minutes 35 seconds. Can anyone actually get the lap time in? Can they actually get fuel and get out of the track before the session ends?
I think there's plenty of time. They need to come out of the pit lane at around 210, 220 before the
Yeah, as we see here now,
time runs out.
Weissenen is the first one out.
And it's logical. Weissenen is maybe the one who is the most incentivized by trying to get some clean air, and of course it can be an advantage to follow cars around this track because there are 3 straights, including a very long one, where you can get quite a bit of slipstream. It's very possible to purple sector 2 if you're following a fast car. But if you follow too closely in the first 2 sectors, you might actually pay that back. So Weissenen took the option of not taking any risks. He believes in himself. He's the championship leader, and he knows if he drives a clean lap, he should be through to SQ3. Others behind might be more incentivized by taking risks and maybe getting the slipstream of a faster car.
Marcus Ward is,
if there are any faster cars,
he's alone too, so he doesn't have any slipstream in front of him. So this might be a crucial moment for him too.
Indeed, but on the other hand, he's not gonna have clean air issues either, so it's a little bit of a gamble.
Yeah, we'll see. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining on this session. The last laps are starting. Now Weissenen will start the push, finally.
Cameras on Weissenen, the championship leader. Nice last corner. He's got plenty of speed. DRS is on, and here we go. Helicopter view. Ferrari taking wide on the first corner, cutting nicely on the second apex here. Left-hander. This is the Ferrari strongest point. Those corners, they've shown awesome performance in Australia.
We'll see what happens. He's done 23.8 seconds. 23.8, the first sector. Is it enough for him?
That's the best sector we've seen so far.
23.9 from Sam Facts. Robin Geisner 23.9. So we are gonna be seeing the same sector times. Michael Swart 24.1. That's not good for the Mercedes driver.
And the Mercedes, on the other hand, has been more performant in the high-speed corners and the straights. Mercedes engine actually doing pretty good so far, according to some of the feedback I heard.
Oh, and we have a yellow flag. What has happened?
I was gonna say if it happens behind
Sardinha.
Weissenen, it's okay.
Sardinha, who has improved his lap time. He's P16. Oh, that's not good.
Late braking from Sardinia, that loses a ton of time. I'm telling you what, this is not looking great.
But he just started his lap. He might be able to improve still.
Yeah, he's a tenth behind the mark. So Weissenen with the reference.
So Weissenen is now second.
Basically
we'll
the time. Strong showing by the Ferrari driver. And Simon Slinicek.
Michael Swart is still in the drop zone and he's not improving. That might be it for Mercedes today.
It could be that Mercedes is struggling with
heating
up the medium.
It's done for Mercedes. Yeah, and both Red Bulls are in the Q3.
Great performance from the Slovakian rookie.
And Alfonso is now outside. So Haas is now gonna be eliminated if Alfonso can't do anything. We have Natalian on the screen right now. Sardinha is improving his second sector.
Is this another caster curse moment on my side? I already cursed a puncture last weekend and actually praised Haas for their resilience thus far, and they're both
Natalian
out of Q2.
is safe, but Alfonso can't do something about it. Can he? No, Alfonso is out. Natalian is safe for SQ3.
And so we have both McLarens, both Ferraris, both Red Bulls through to SQ3.
So the eliminations then. Robin Geisner, Alfonso Cahinho, Riley Swanson, Sarah Springfield, Michael Swart and Duarte Sardinha ends or SQ2. So yeah, pretty interesting so far. Now for SQ3 we have soft tires and we have 8 minutes, so 2 runs might be possible with soft tires.
So teams might have had some issues with warming up the mediums for a hot lap. With the softs, it's likely going to be the opposite. It's very warm out here and I'm expecting potential overheating towards the end of Sector 2 notably. The long straight's gonna help to cool off the tires.
So yeah, as we see, Jack Deff is the first one out. And he's a long shot ahead of anyone. No one else is coming out of the track right now.
Yeah, maybe a good bet. He knows the Williams might be performing a little bit less than the other cars, and why not setting up a good time early on and pray for some incidents behind? Anyway, he also gives himself more wiggle room to run a second run later on the session. Because it's an 8-minute session. It's significantly shorter than what we're gonna have after the sprint for the race qualification. So I believe in an 8-minute format, it's a good idea to go out early. He might have gone out a tiny bit too early though.
Yeah, he's still early. People are starting to come out of the pits. Carter Kevu and Randy Belasik is coming out of the pits as Jack Deff is preparing his final warming before he starts.
May we have a look if Belasik and Kevu are following close to each other? It could be a strategy to actually get some slipstream. It looks like Belasik is behind, so it might be slipstream strategy might be real.
Jack Deff might be clear of traffic, so far because
And
nobody else
he is
out.
clear of traffic. Looks like he broke a bit too early in this first turn.
Let's see his lap
You
time
can see how much grip there is in this left-hander compared to what we saw earlier on, especially in the free practice.
So 24.1, that's the benchmark time for us now.
This wonderful second sector here. One of the most difficult turns, that is this one. That's well driven.
Now as we get to the most crucial braking point.
Yeah, this triple apex actually dictates the whole straight.
And 27.9 for Jack Def on the third sector, second sector. And Quartzagemo and Randy Pelassi starting the lap.
For the braking at the end of the straight, that's a bit of an early braking. I believe this is not the fastest you can do here. As he approaches the last corner, let's see the reference mark for the moment. Is it gonna be sub 32? The answer is no. So 32.3. That's pretty slow for soft tires. So I believe we're gonna see sub 32 times for the sprint quali pole, and Kevu is showing already margin in Q1 in sector 1. So
yeah, Randy Pelasic 24.0, 2/10 slower than Kevo already. Natalie Zhao started his lap.
Kevu completely free of any dirty air. Don't know if it's the case for Belacek right behind.
Randy might get some little slipstream behind Kevo.
And actually, I don't even know if even Jacktef will have time to come back to the pit lane and get out for another run. This might be the only run for all drivers.
So we'll see Kevo with 40.3. So we are in 132s. And Xiao Lei.
32.0, nice time.
And Xiao Lei improving.
What a sector 2, and remember the McLarens are pretty fast in straights, so and he's got a tiny bit of slipstream also, so Zhao Lei may be with an opportunity to have a strong showing on his home soil, because these first two sectors are both purples, and we might well see a new reference time, and maybe the first time sub 32.
Yeah, it is.
And that's a 31.9.
We are in the 31s, and Simon has locked up.
Right, we're at turn 9.
That's not good. And it's turn 9.
Simon Schnischek with a bit of a mistake
And yeah, straight on like Kevo did in SQ1. The same mistake.
Basically over for his sprint quali attempt. He's gonna start inside the points though. It's still a positive result to have made it in Q3.
As we have 2 minutes remaining, everyone who haven't done a lap is out now. So both Ferraris and Natalian. And Sam Factor started his lap, finally, as we get the good
Indeed.
helicopter view.
Camera on some fact right now, and I believe no, he's not gonna be annoyed by the Ferrari ahead of him. I think he has a pretty good window right here, and let's see if the Aston works as well as we've seen in fast sectors.
As we now go to the straight, the longest straight of this third sector. Will the Ferrari
think this
get
is a
out
good
of the
sector
way
time.
because he's closing in on the Ferrari? Is the Ferrari gonna get out of the way? Yeah, he is. He is gonna get out of the way. So he's still clear. Not the fastest, but still 28.1 is good.
Is that gonna beat Belachic's time? I'm not quite sure.
And
And
fifth.
it turns out it's a 32.5. It's actually 32.6. It's a pretty slow time for the conditions. The Australian Just Nathaniel now in sector 2.
Because we have now 2 Ferraris and a McLaren battle out on the track for the final positions. And Liam Delagros with a 23.7, that's the fastest we have seen so far. Liam Delagros is
Purple
absolutely
for the
flying.
Ferrari.
Natalia 27.8 for the second sector. Now he's getting to the straight.
Ferraris that are really strong in those slower sectors, and Liam de la Cruz is showing it.
27.7 for second sector. He's flying.
And over 330 top speed for Nathaniel on the McLaren, who has well, he had a pretty nice speed there. Could be for a promising sector 3, and that's a purple.
And Natalian did it. Natalian is on provisional pole. Is Liam
McLaren showing
Delagros,
nicely.
is Liam Delagros actually gonna beat it? We will see. He has 2 purple sectors. He's coming to the final corner now. He is safe. And yes, he is pole.
What a lap from De La Cruz. 31.5. He absolutely demolished the competition right here. And again, the Ferrari made the difference in the first 2 sectors, as I anticipated. And Väisänen was not able to extract that much performance in the first 2 sectors, and subsequently is beaten by both McLarens. That's still a good quality result, and that's a 1 and 4 for Ferrari, 2 and 3 for McLaren. The 2 strongest teams maybe at the moment.
And yeah, this is it then. We have our sprint quality result here. Liam Delagros will start on pole for tomorrow's sprint. Josu Natalian is second, Zhao Lei is third, Ed Väisänen fourth, Quartregevo fifth, Jack Def sixth, Randy Bella sixth, seventh. Sam Fact will start right behind his old teammate Randy Belasek. Simon Srinisek is ninth, and then is Robin Geisler. So that's our grid. And we will see what happens tomorrow as our sprint will get underway. Any final words?
I believe we're gonna have not only a very tight sprint race, but this also gives the benchmark for the quali for the main event. Ferraris are getting it right this early this season. Their corner speed is superior to most teams, and both drivers pretty sharp so far. So excited to also see how Red Bulls are gonna behave this weekend. And also the racing bulls. Kevin fifth shows the car has potential.
Okay, we will see you at the sprint. And it was fun for all of us. We thank you for watching us again for this weekend. So yeah, we will see you. Goodbye.
Been a pleasure.